All right, Dino, how we feeling, man? 19 for 19th. Look, SMX looks hard, bro. And, you know, you're I don't know. I felt like you looked pretty good. You had a big fight through the LCQ. That was not easy. But how do you feel about your weekend overall?
I mean, it kind of sucked. I just never rode good at all. And, I had to go to the LCQ every weekend, which sucked. But we got through that. And then, honestly, I just didn't feel comfortable. And, like, this SMX, like, for me, like, it's just a good way to make some extra money. Like, it's not even really on my contract to race these. You know, my main focus is the Australia Supercross Championship. That's kind of like what's important for me. So these are just, you know, get me in shape, do some racing, make some money. But, I didn't feel good at all. And then I had a couple close calls, like some sketchy moments. And like, dude, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm at that age. I was just like, all right, let's run it home and, you know, let's just be safe today. So.
I totally understand that. Absolutely.
It's gnarly, dude. This level is just so fast. Like, all those top boys are going real good, you know. But I definitely can be in that top 12 range for sure. I just need to get a star and be up there. But I was, like, trying to work my way through the pack. Then I'd make a massive mistake. And then when you make a mistake on this track, like, you'd lose, like, 2 seconds, like, right off the bat. Because they were just, like, on a drag strip in front of you, you know.
Sure.
So, I was pretty sloppy on the weekend, not my best riding, but you know, it's just single points. We need to do it when it counts. These double and triple points is where you can really make some things happen, you know?
When you say you're uncomfortable, is that because the track conditions were so different than what you're used to? Was that set up, a little bit of both? What was it that made you uncomfortable?
I think it was a little bit of setup and track, definitely both. Just the high speed stuff, man, like, it's pretty gnarly, and honestly, like, if you're willing to send it, you know, I think you'd be pretty fast, but, like, it's not really willing to send it like that anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm coming towards the end, and, like, it's just, like, dude, it's just so fast, and you're, like, flatlining jumps, and, you know, like, it's just wide open, and it you know, I just never felt comfortable, and so I kind of just know my limits, and we just, you know, just took it easy.
I was on pins and needles watching you and Colton at LCQ, man. That was probably one of the more entertaining parts of the race day. Yeah,
the LCQ was definitely, it sucks being in those things. Like, because all the guys are pretty damn good riders, you know. Like, you know, you got myself, Colt Nichols, Colin Parr, Derek Kelly, Pappy or Pate, I don't know how you say his name, Jerry Robin, like, dude, Jeremy Hand. They're all pretty fast. And, I actually, like, thought I had the start, and then I got hit off the start, and then I was, like, last on my side. I'm like, oh, no. And, dude, I was actually pretty happy with how I rode in that one. That was probably my best riding, because I just came through the pack real good. I got around Colt, got around Kelly, got around Jeremy Hand, got around Pate. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And then, got in the third. But I'm like, dude, if Barsha and Anderson didn't get hurt, me and Colt wouldn't even made it. You know, it's gnarly.
How do you find a good setup for something like that?
For SMX you're talking about?
Yeah, just being such a...
Oh, dude, it's so tough. It's so tough, honestly. Like, cause, you know, we rode today. I rode at at Colleen's, you know,
MTF.
SMX, saw the Star Boys and stuff, and, like, it's just, I got Supercross suspension on, and, like, when you hit the bump, it's so rigid, you know, and so we got to soften that up. But then for the Supercross rhythms, you don't want the forks going too deep, so it's very tough. You know, I'm sure a lot of guys were doing a lot of adjustments throughout the day, just trying to get comfortable, because, you know, it was so fast on the weekend. It was pretty crazy. So I think all day you're just kind of adjusting on the fly and trying to just get comfy. And you know, you saw up. I'm sure more guys softened up their stiffy suspension and kind of dealt with it through the rhythms, just to have a little bit of comfort in the other sections. You know, so it definitely throws a spanner in the works.
Coming into SMX, I guess you didn't do as many, like, nationals and stuff to get up to points. Do you regret, like, going down to Brazil and doing all that, or was it worth it?
Oh, no, it was worth it for sure. Brazil was super fun. The people were awesome. Had a lot of fun, and they treated me well over there. So it was worth it. And I would have made it in if that guy didn't clean out all my spokes at Bud's Creek. You know, I was only 5 points back, and I went DNF, and then I went 21 that day. So I got 1 point that day. You know, so
Right.
It's pretty frustrating because there's an effort to get there, and then to DNF the first moto just really pissed me off. So I mean, I feel like I would have made it in, but oh well.
You talked a minute ago also about the level of that those guys are at, and then you mentioned your age and not wanting to send it. I want to know if you feel like the level at the top level, the Eli's, the Jets, the Chases, has honestly elevated in the span of your career, or do you feel it's really not that much different? Maybe you've backed it down. Where do you feel that top level is compared to, say, 10 years ago?
I gotta say it's faster.
Okay.
I have to. Those guys, because it's just not only speed; they're doing it the whole race. You know, I mean, you look at Carmichael and Stewart; they were doing it the whole race too. But like, I just feel like the speed, like you know, with Eli, Jet, you know, Chase, even like Justin Cooper. You know, like dude, you know, Hunter. The level's so high. These guys are so fast. Like it's pretty gnarly. It's just such a high, intense level, and it's like they're doing it all the way to the checkered. You know, it's pretty impressive. So, I'd say I gotta say it's faster than it's ever been for sure. Because you know what, I watched the race back, and I watched the second moto, and I said like I really do not think that those two up front. I mean, Chase was right there too, but those two up front, you could have went any faster. Because I watched Ironman 22, and I said the same thing. Actually, I said it to Chase. I was like, dude, I watched that race back, and I was like, you guys couldn't have went any faster. Like, if you watched that Ironman race 22, like, it was, I think Eli did his fastest lap, second last lap or something. Like, it was crazy.
Sandberm 656 wants to know how the Brazil deal came about. Was that Yuriv and Firepower or Eric Bernard? How did you get the opportunity to race in Brazil?
Yeah, so the Brazil thing came about. I was just hanging out during the summer, and then so they're both of their riders. I think they raced the first round. It's just a 3-round series, and then they both actually got hurt, so they needed a rider. So they called Yuriv, and Yuriv kind of set it up with the Honda guy there and Ronaldo over there, who runs the factory Honda Brazil. We got all organized and went over there, and they really looked after me and had a lot of fun. Like, you know, I can't tell you the last time. I mean, nothing's guaranteed, but I can't tell you the last time when I showed up to a race kind of knowing I was going to win. You know, it's a good feeling. So
yeah,
we had fun. And it was just cool to see. I've never been in Brazil, to check it all out. And the people and the fans were awesome. Like, they're very passionate, like more sport enthusiasts, you know, like they're just, like, they love it. And the media outlets too over there, like, I didn't realize how much media and stuff they have over there. Like, they have some really, like, all the writers and media have a lot of followers and stuff on Instagram. It's bigger than I expected, for sure.
One more vital question. Team Green wants to know if you're having a party or after party at Vegas to celebrate your career. I figure you just go to the Phil Nicoletti one.
No, because my plan is, for the next couple of years, I want to keep racing, but I'm just not full time. So I want to kind of make my own schedule and do fun races that I want to do, and that's my plan. I don't want to race full time anymore because I just don't feel like I'm at that level, and it's just. But I want to keep racing and try to do a couple more years, because you know what? When you retire, it's over. Like, it's over. You know, like that chapter's. I talk to a lot of ex-pros, and, you know, I take their advice. And they're like, dude, go as long as you can, because, you know, when that chapter's done, like, it's over. And I love what I do, and I enjoy it. And if I can still make, you know, a decent penny racing this overseas stuff and international races and keep the YouTube going and have fun with it, then why not? But to be racing all 17-round Supercross and stuff like that, I'm just, the level's too gnarly, and it's just I just don't really want to do that anymore.